Adam Christ from MyMMANews.com, and I am being joined by the heavyweight kickboxing king of Titan FC, the Spartan himself, Alex Nicholson, ahead of his Titan FC 78 main event title rematch against Oscar Sosa after an absolutely insane first fight. We're here to talk about that and so much more. First, I have to thank my guest for joining me. Alex, this is our first time chatting. It's an absolute pleasure. I appreciate you taking the time this Friday evening. How are you, my brother?
I'm doing well. Good.
All right, well, let's get into it, man. Whether it be 10-ounce gloves, 4-ounce gloves, no gloves, my man does it all. A full mixed martial artist for certain. How does it feel to get back in there and not only that, but defend your Titan FC Heavyweight Kickboxing strap? Hopefully this time with a little less drama, obviously.
It feels amazing. I mean, I'm incredibly blessed and thankful to be able to do what I love. I've been training very hard, and it's never really been a training camp. I've always just trained and lived my life accordingly. I'm a real martial artist, but I'm very excited to be able to go in there and showcase my talents. It's exciting. Kickboxing, bare knuckle. I did a submission grappling tournament. Last year I almost died in a car accident. They told me I might never be able to walk right again, talk right again. And I'm just really blessed and fortunate. I have a new look at life, and I'm so excited to just get a second world title and then probably another bare knuckle fight after that, and just keep the ball rolling, man. It's been a long road. If anybody's followed my career, it's been some crazy ups and downs, but that's life for everybody, man.
Absolutely, but
my eyes are open now, and I'm appreciative of life, man. It's a different me.
That's it, man. And after a traumatic experience like that, almost losing your life, everything going for you in your favor, like I said, multiple combat sports veteran, everything going the way it should be. After a traumatic experience like that, what can you learn from it going forward that you can make applicable in your fighting career? Not only that, but everyday life.
It was the only thing that's ever happened to me in my life that really was just an epiphany and life-changing. Having my son now and realizing I would have not been here for him. You know, the road was wet on 95. I've been going back and forth from Miami to Orlando for almost 2 years every week. And it was July 4th weekend last year. Flew off that road, got helicoptered to trauma, told him I was okay. Next day, woke up concussed, didn't really remember what was going on. But when I finally snapped out of it, I realized I'd never really had a concussion that bad in my life. And I've been in so many crazy fights. And 2 months later, I fought on Masvidal's bare knuckle boxing show. And my mom was pissed. But, she's always kind of been upset. Nobody wants their kid to fight for a living. But, God is good, man. And I'm just so, I'm different now. Like, it just changed me, man. Made me think and made me start reading books again. And, educating myself, again, because I realized I was just living a stupid life, man. Just fighting people, period. And it is a great life, but you have to do other things. Yeah. You got to articulate, you got to. But man, to answer that question, that accident it made me happy. It made me be like, wow, it's just a day. No matter what today brings, I get to experience it with the people I love and around me, and I get to continue to do what I love. I didn't get, it made me think that everything that had ever happened that I complained about was really my fault, and I accepted it. It made my ego just disappear. Like, whatever.
Isn't it wild how just one thing, I mean, obviously, whether it be small, big, obviously this one was a big traumatic in its full entirety, but just one thing can change your whole outlook and perspective on life and almost make you a better man, more positive man, more looking to better yourself. Not only that, but your son, like you were saying, making mom proud. Obviously, you're going for you're defending your heavyweight title. Things are going back in your way, and you've assessed how your brain was, and you've made the changes needed. Yeah?
Yeah, 100%, man. Nobody wants to be the poor me guy. Like I was always blaming everybody else for things that had happened to me. And I realized like all I want is to make the world around me better, like you're saying. And once you hit that realization, I'd hear people talk about it before, like, oh, my ego's dead. Da, da, da. And I'd just be like, oh, this guy's just a little dork. You know what I mean? He's probably got a little dick. He can't, you know what I mean? He's not getting nothing done in life. I don't know, man. But I was egotistical. And I was like, you know, I'm better looking than you. I can fight better than you, drink more than you. And now I'm like, who cares, dude? Like, and once you hit that, I think you really, as a man or an adult, because you're not trying to compete with people. You're like, yeah, cool, you're good at that. Cool. That's really cool. But then when the guy won't stop, you're like, he hasn't come here yet. He's not here. He's still out there. You know.
Well, but when you're trying to impress everybody else instead of impressing the previous you, the previous day of you, that's when you realize, oh, okay, maybe that person hadn't hit that stride of full maturation yet.
Yeah, and now as a martial artist, in my fighting style, people see that. Like, even speaking of the last time I fought Sosa, if I didn't remain patient, calm, and cool, he would have got me. And not only that, they might have killed me in the Dominican Republic, bro. Like, if I acted like a little jerk, then things would have gotten really sketchy there. And I earned those people's respect. They want to see me come back. It's not, I don't feel like I'm going into it. I feel like it's a respectful fight between two mixed martial artists, which it should be, you know, and it's going to be an exciting, good, crazy fight. And my brother's coming with me, bro, and he hasn't been in my corner in a while. So, and then he's going to fight in London. It's going to be amazing, bro. I'm excited. And I'm in such good shape. Everything's going right. And it's going to be a good night, man.
You transitioned me so well because I was going to talk about how poised and calm you stayed and touching on that drama. And like I said, if anybody hasn't caught the first fight with Alex and Oscar, do yourself a favor. Wow, you'll love it. It's impressive. It's everything you can want in a heavyweight title. But moving forward, just painting a picture. You hit the canvas early in the first fight. You bounced up early, but the referee called the bout off. Mistakenly, obviously. Not giving you the count. Oscar celebrates. He leaves the cage. You were pissed, obviously, but kept your composure. Everyone knew you were wrong, and it was corrected. Now, with that being said, I want you to take us through what was going on in your head. How could you stay so calm in such a dramatic and obviously, you were fired up. I mean, the fuel was burning hot for that 5 to 10 minutes for that drama to unfold. How did you remain calm, man?
To be honest with you, I wasn't calm inside, but I was just thinking about everything. It kind of helped that he rocked my ass a little bit, helped me stay a little calm. But the crazy part about that was I forgot the number one rule of fighting. The number one rule of fighting is to defend yourself at all times. It was a kickboxing fight. He didn't go by kickboxing rules. He hit me with like a punch. After he hit me with a good punch, I looked up at him on the ground, waiting for, like, thinking, almost like looking at the ref, which you should never do. You know, the ref, you can't trust him to always do his job like that. But he hit me with a big shot, and as I looked up, I just ate the other shot. And then as I looked up again, he hit me again. And then my head hit the floor, and I got up trying to almost bring him into my guard. And as I went to bring him into my guard, I looked up. He was climbing over the fence. I jumped up real quick. I actually pushed the referee. And I'm like, yo, what's up, man? Come on. You can't do that. And then Coach Roger came in and goes, I promise you it's not going to take it from you. And that was what kind of made me stay calm. I was literally going to chase him into the crowd. And then that might, you know, he would have had some friends in the crowd for sure. But whatever, I'm there for it. I know Chris Camozzi was there; he would have had my back. But anyway, I just took a deep breath. They kicked the first ref out because the first ref said no. The fight was over, and I'm like, "What are you, his a freaking uncle, bro? Like, come on, man!" And then, sure enough, Oscar comes back in, and I looked at him, and I knew. When I saw his eyes, I was like, "Ah, bro, you hit me with your best shot." And now I'm in that board. I'm in there like, fire away, dog. You know, I woke my kid up. But no, man, I was ready for that. Oscar Sosa was not, and I beat him up the whole rest of the fight. You know, And what's crazy is they started it in the second round. They started it in the second round. No, buddy, go lay in bed. No, I'm not playing around. 3, 2, thank you, sir. It's a crazy guy. But I remained calm. I kept my composure, and I beat on him, and I know that his legs were destroyed, man. We didn't even fight a kickboxing fight. It ended up being Muay Thai, which is, which I'm better at. So cool. But
I was going to say that too. I noticed that there was a lot of Thai in that kickboxing bout.
He was tough though, man. I beat him in the head a few times. I give him that. He was so tough and very strong. But I wore on him. I couldn't believe that he stayed in there. But I beat on his legs so bad, bro, that I guarantee that's the most impressive part about him taking this fight with me again. Is I genuinely know that he couldn't walk for at least a month and 100%. No way. I couldn't walk for like 2 weeks. And that's for me kicking him. So I need his legs. I kicked his legs. So I know he's a crazy son of a gun, man, because I know that he was hurting just thinking about me, like every step he took. So I know he really wants to hurt me, and that excites me. I like that.
He didn't seem thrilled to have the fight continue. Obviously, the commentators even noticed he may have gotten emotional, they said, before the action resumed. Your face, though, stoic, cold, ready to hunt. Like you said, you were ready to get back in there and get back to work. Can you detail what was going on in your head right before they say, get back to work, action, like, let's go? What's going through your head? You have to be in kill mode.
I got it all together. I was like, okay, I can't believe that this guy dropped me. I'm a way better fighter than him. I know it, in my head. And then I was like, all right. He thought it was over. It's not. He's got to be done adrenaline-wise. He's got to be in trouble adrenaline-wise. And in my head, I knew I was going to whoop him, bro. I knew I was really going to be able to put it on him and get physical with him. And I did that. I just stepped on my gas. I was surprised he stayed in there. I actually dropped him twice after the fact that they started again. They didn't do an 8 count either. One of the times he was down for like, I think 30 seconds. He said his shorts were stuck in the fence. Which, I mean, whatever, bro. It was what it was. And that bus ride home, back to the hotel was insane. Me and Shorty and Coach Roger were just like, what the heck just happened, bro? What the heck, man? But I knew I was going to put it on Oscar. I saw it in his eyes. Like I said, I felt his energy. I felt the energy shift because I was getting comfortable. I got too comfortable, and then he rocks me. And if I would have just pressed the gas, that's what you're going to see this time. It's no secret. If he watches this video, Oscar, I'm going to hunt you down, and I'm going to knock you out, bro. There's nothing he can do about it.
You won't see that.
Well, go to bed again. Go. I'm not playing around with you. Good boy. But Oscar Sosa, just like I just did with my son, I'm going to put you to bed. I promise you that.
Not beating around the bush, but the ice spill, the shorts getting caught in the cage, everything that happened. Do you think he might have prematurely crashed from celebrating earlier? Do you think he was coming up with excuses? Potentially, do you think he just didn't want to be there anymore?
He definitely had an adrenaline dump. I mean, who wouldn't? But you got to control your emotions in all aspects of life, especially fighting. He wasn't able to do that, so I already know I'm in his head. And I'm not like that anymore, like we talked about before. I'm not. My ego is dead, man. You could tell me, that's why he said he made me go to heaven, and this time I'm going to go to heaven and not come back on one of their posts. Like, bitch, I'm a grown man with a kid. Like, don't threaten my life, bro. I'm not playing that game. But I know he doesn't mean it. I know it's all part of the show. But Oscar's in trouble, man. And I've been thinking about him. And I can't wait to see him again. But I'm not emotional about it, I'm excited about it. And that's different. It's very different. You can't mess with my adrenaline. I control it.
I know fans are hyped for this rematch, obviously as much as both of us are. But from your perspective, the reigning champ, what can fans expect in this rematch?
They can expect me to win. They can expect it to be exciting. And they can expect me to remain patient and calm all the way through, from the walkout to the knockout. He's in trouble.
I saw you spent some of your final days closing camp with, like you said, he has a fight coming up, your brother, Platinum Mike Perry. Obviously, a big fight coming up with Michael Venom Page. What are your thoughts on that bout? Can we get a nice little prediction from your end?
Just like Mike said, I think Michael Venom Page is going to, if he does land that crazy leaping in reverse punch, it's going to be right on the top of Mike's big cinder block melon. He's going to break his hand. And it's not in Michael Venom Page's favor. That's not his fighting style. That's like me going to say, I'm going to go play rugby now. Like, similar, kind of. But they've been playing rugby their whole lives. I mean, Mike's been fighting the same way every fight. And he's ready, man. And I've been acting like Michael Venom Page. You know, I got a little bit of Wonder Boy swag. I can get in and out, and I'm a lot bigger. And Mike can take it, man. We fight. Like, we've been fighting each other since I was 19 on the tarp behind his old apartment complex. People used to be like, those guys are crazy. We'd be drinking a fucking Four Loko and punching each other in the head on the tarp behind his apartment complex.
Was it the original recipe of Four Loko or the altered bullshit afterwards?
They're the ones that were taken off the market. Yeah. I'm not proud of those days, but they happened.
They happened. So, more importantly, we got your prediction on the MVP and your boy Mike Perry's fight. How about a prediction? How about a prediction on your fight? How do you retain your kickboxing Titan championship, my friend?
See, this is MMA this time.
Oh, right. Yeah. Yes.
So I'm fucking and still and new at the same damn time.
And still and new. And how do you get it done, sir?
A fight's a fight. I'm gonna beat him. I would love to say knockout, but I'm gonna just let the fight go where it goes, man. And if he rushes forward, I'm gonna fucking take his back and choke him out easily. And everyone's gonna be kind of pissed. They're gonna be like, what the fuck? I did not see that coming. I'm just gonna smile and talk some shit and call somebody out. Bare knuckle. I don't know. I want to fight in London too.
Yeah, I was going to say, speaking of, I mean, obviously being a combat sports veteran of multiple facets of the combat sports world, what's on the docket next for you after this fight? Obviously, you're not looking past your fight, but do you have anything planned or what you might want to do?
I know they're doing Icon in Mississippi in August. I'd like to do that one, but ideally, I would like to fight on Mike's card. Yeah. I mean, that'd be sick. I'll whoop Greg Hardy's ass, you know? I don't know. Right. You know? Not even talking trash like that, but I'll fight Greg Hardy, you know.
Well, Alex, we'll take one fight at a time, and I cannot wait to see this rematch, but in under MMA rules against you and Oscar. I appreciate you taking the time this Friday night. Sorry for all the small little hiccups back and forth, but we got it hammered out, and I really appreciate you taking the time, and best of luck in your fight, man.
Thank you for your time. Appreciate that.